Hello, children. Welcome to your science lesson for today. Today is the 3rd of December, 2020. Today, we're going to have your reduce, reuse, and recycle. Actually, this is a review because we already had this lesson before. So before we continue, let's just review the 5 basic needs. So what are the 5 things that people need to have so that they can live or they can survive? So number 1 is oxygen. Okay, oxygen. And then next is water. And then food. And then shelter. And then warmth. There you go. Okay, now let's proceed to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let's have a quick recap of the meanings of these words. So when we say reduce, it means that we're going to use less of something. For example, the light. So if you are not using the light in your room, then turn it off. Okay, there you go. So next is reuse. So re and use, so meaning use again. So use again and again and again. There. And then also it means that you can use something again. So do not throw it away if you can still use it. And then the last one is recycle. In a recycle, it means that you get something and then like you break it down and then you build something again from it. Okay, you will see more examples later on. So let's have what can we recycle. The first one would be the plastic bag. So there are other kinds of plastic bag, but this is the most common. So plastic bag, we can make many things actually from plastic bags. So what sorry. So what are examples? A basket, yes, or a bag. Okay. So another one, another bag, another design of a bag. All right. And then decorations. Okay, like you can make, for example, for New Year, for the New Year celebrations, then you make decorations out of plastic bags. Okay, now what else can we recycle? So the tin can or simply can. All right. So what can we do? What can we do? What can we use tin cans for? So what's this? Containers, yes. So containers for pencils, for anything, for basically anything. So pencils, pens, brushes, erasers, okay, or anything that you use at home. So another one is a pot, okay? So you can plant anything actually in tin cans. But you cannot plant the big plants like a tree in small tin cans. So you need bigger pots for those. But for these ones, if you look at them closely, they're small plants. These are succulents. We call them succulents. So you can plant them in small containers. All right. And what do we have here? Glass or glass bottle. In this case, as I mentioned before, you can use a glass, the complete glass, or even the broken glass. So let's take a look at some examples. Ta-da! So this is from broken glass. So they put the pieces of the broken glass together through heat or fire. All right, and then you can have this. Oh, ain't that cute? Okay, and another one. So in construction sites, when people build houses or buildings, so they use sand, right? So when they use sand, they can actually add broken glass to the sand and cement, and then they use that to make walls or to plainly build the house. All right. And next, so old clothes. So what did we say about old clothes and shoes? So if you have younger, if you have friends who are younger than you, then you can donate your clothes, right? So you can give them away. But in case that you have no one to give them to, you can still recycle them. Example, this one. Okay, so you can make bags, you can make a bib, you can make masks from your old clothes, right? And then, oh, okay, and then I'm going to show you more examples later. So another one is newspaper or paper or boxes. So yes, we can reuse or recycle boxes, okay? Because especially for big boxes, so big boxes, we can use them again. But usually for smaller boxes, we can unfold them and then we can make something else out of the box, okay? So what can we create or make from newspapers or paper? Baskets or other containers, all right? Okay, so maybe if we have time in the future, then we can make some paper baskets, okay? All right, but for now, because of the coronavirus, our time is limited. All right, next would be, so we still have containers for magazines or other newspapers and reading materials. And then we can have a purse or a pencil case. Just don't get it wet because because once you get it wet, then of course the paper will be torn. Oh, will be okay. And then what can we reuse? Remember, with reuse, use again, use reuse, use again. Okay, so use again and again. So we can have, all right, bags, or we call these actually market bags or shopping bags. Okay, especially the plastic, especially the plastic shopping bags. So they would you can still use them again and again. All right, and then we have, what are these? Of course, these are water bottles. And yes, most of you are using reusable water bottles. And that's very good. Okay, so these are also water bottles and lunch boxes. Yes. So as much as possible, we use reusable lunch boxes, because if we use a lot of like the styro plates, the ones that they use when you buy uh, outside or from restaurants. Okay, if we use a lot of that, then we will have more trash in the environment. Okay, that is why it's important to have to use reusable things. And then what are these? These are called jars. Yes. So as you can see here, these are jars from sauces like a mayonnaise or maybe a cube pie, okay, or maybe a jar of from yogurt. So they used them as containers for seeds or for beans, right? Which is more convenient because you can close the lid of these jars tightly. No air can get in. And then these ones, because especially for rubber, it's so hard to destroy them so that you can make something new. So this is one way to reuse old boots. These are rain boots or rubber boots. Okay, all right. So if you have, even for shoes, you can actually use shoes as pots. Yeah, you can try if you have old shoes, or if you have the shoes that are have been stuck there in your houses for a long time, or even the broken ones, you can still use them. Okay, and then so now let's talk about reducing. So remember, when we say reduce, it is to use less of something. So let's take a look. In this case, we use less of water. It's not that we do not use water, but we try to save water. And there are some things that we can do so that we can save water. So the first one is please turn off the tap and save water. So when do we do this? Remember, guys, when we are taking a shower and we are putting shampoo on our hair and shampoo on our body, then we turn on or off the tap. Turn off the tap. There you go. Okay. So another one would be instead of using a watering hose, then we can use a, what's this? A watering can. There you go. Let's say it again. Watering can. Because if you use a water hose or a gardening hose, and then you just spray water, spray water, then some of the water might not get into the roots or into the soil, so they will just be on the leaves of the plants. But if you use the watering can, then you can focus more on the roots or on the spots where the plants are planted. Okay. Another one would be to turn off the lights when they are not in use, not just when you are leaving the room. So if you see that there is a room in the house or even in the classroom, so there's a room in the house or in the class in school that is not used, and you know that it will not be used for the next maybe 15 minutes, then turn it off. Okay, even when you go to the bathroom, especially at school, if you go to the bathroom and you're not using you sorry you leave the bathroom, you can turn off the lights. Okay. All right. And then so another one would be, so I think you are familiar with these are called shampoo bottles. Yes, so containers of shampoo, conditioner, liquid soap. Now, so what of course, if we buy these, then we will have more trash in the environment, correct? Now, there are some people who create shampoo, we call them shampoo bars. Okay, so shampoo, yes, it's a bar, but it's shampoo, though I'm not sure if it's already available in Cambodia. Right? So if we use a shampoo bar, then we do not need to throw away bottles, shampoo bottles, right? There. So if you can use the shampoo bar, then please use the shampoo bar. All right. So that's it for the class today, guys. Now, please do worksheet number 2. So, worksheet number 2, oh, sorry, science worksheet number 2. Okay, so you don't have to send pictures because your mommy and daddy mommy or daddy will uh, will bring the worksheets to school on Monday, and then I'm going to check the worksheets when I get them. Okay? So there, take care, and I'll see you this afternoon. All right? Bye bye.